Hello everyone, Johnny here. Welcome to the next series of JavaScript. Today in this session, we will try to learn about pop-up boxes and expressions and operators. Let me write this today's agenda. In today's agenda, we will learn about pop-up boxes, operators, and expressions, and we will cover few of the coding snippets, like around 20 to 30 coding snippets based on these concepts. First, let us see what is the use of pop-up boxes. Generally in JavaScript, we have three types of pop-up boxes. First one, alert. Next one, confirm. Alert, confirm, and prompt. These are the three pop-up boxes which are used in JavaScript. What is the main advantage of using these pop-up boxes? Pop-up boxes are used to display the message or a notification to the user. What do you mean by it? For example, when you are trying to input a field, you have an input field and you are trying to input something on it, or you are going to type something on it, and it is not the exact format what you want to enter. There we can use something called alert box, where it will try to show to the user saying that please enter the characters. For example, if the input field is designed only to accept numbers, then we can also use an alert box to show some notification or a message to the user saying that please enter only numbers. In that particular use cases, we can use this alert, confirm, and prompt. Confirm can be used if I want to show two messages. For example, if the user accepts something, we will be navigating to some page. If user clicks on no, it will navigate to other page. Whereas prompt is used to accept the values from the user. So let me write an example so that we can understand. First, let me write the syntax of alert box. You just need to write alert and what are the message you want to write it here. Let me write some example. Alert, hello Johnny. I have written hello Johnny here. We need to save this file, write in the complete code in script tag open and script tag close. You can see the sessions of day 1 and day 2, then it will be very easy to understand the concepts what we are discussing here. Let me inspect this. Control S. Let me save this snippet. You can use Control S, or else you can also save like this. Now in this I'm trying to echo the output. See here, we got hello Johnny. We call this as an alert box. Can you see here? We will get only a single OK button. When I click on it, it will go. It will pop up. In the sense, it will try to vanish. Now this is a simple example of alert. Let me write an example for prompt. Confirm. For example, if I want to make sure I want to have yes or no conditions, are you sure you want to continue, then we can use this thing. Is that recommended that I should write only this thing? You can write any of the syntax which you are comfortable with, statements which you are comfortable with. I am trying to write here, do you want to navigate to the next page? Do you want to go to next page? Do you want next page? See here, for example, when I am trying to refresh this, can you see a pop-up box? First one for hello, next one, you can see here, this is the difference. We will get OK and cancel. If I click on OK, it will go to the next page. If I click on the cancel, it will go to the next page. In the sense, based upon the user interaction, it will try to navigate across two pages. Still, we haven't discussed about the condition statements. In the next tutorial, we will try to do an example based upon this confirm. When I click on this OK, it will try to go to one page, and based on the cancel, it will go to other page. Here it can be used when we want to confirm whether you want to navigate to this page. For example, best example, are you 18? Yes, then you will go into the page. If yes, no, then it will come out of the landing page. Next, let me write the example for prompt. Prompt is generally used to accept some values from the user. For example, I want to read some value from the user. If I want to fetch the value from the user and display on the browser, then we can use this prompt. For example, I can write enter a value. We can give a default value, or else we can also write our own value. For example, I'm trying to write in this way. It means the prompt doesn't have any value in this. First we need to write inverted quotations, comma, and inverted quotations. Let me write some example for it. Enter a value. Enter a value. See here. Hello. Okay or cancel. Here it is asking me to enter a value. For example, I have entered okay. See, it is not getting displayed. Why? Because we haven't written anything in the console or a document.write. For example, see here, if I have written 10 here, can you see this? Alert, confirm, and 10. So whatever the value we are trying to give, it will try to display it here. So let me put this in the comments so that Control Shift Tab. Now this is the syntax of prompt. Now can I accept some value from the user and add something? So let me write a small snippet where we can use this code. For example, in our previous session we had discussed like how to declare a variable, how to display something in the browser console and all. We can write console.log. It will try to display in the browser console. Now can I write a small code where it will try to perform some addition of two numbers? Let me write a small snippet like variable num equals to this one, variable num. Let me write b and a. So we have two variables here, and two variables are about to accept the values. Enter b value. So am I giving some values here? No, we are not giving any values. We are just giving it an empty so that user can fill it. Now I am trying to write variable sum equals to num a plus num b. Let us see what happens now. Console.log of sum. It means first the value whatever we have given, it will be stored in num a. Next one, what are the value we have given in the next prompt box, it will store in num b. These two values will be added and it will be stored in sum, and the sum will be displayed in the console part. Now let us see. You can click on inspect or you can click on F12. So if you can see this, can you see it is asking me to enter some number. I am trying to enter 20 here. For the first, see, enter a value. Okay, next for the b value I am trying to enter. Okay, we got 20 and 20. See, it is trying to concatenate, it is trying to add. In our last session we have discussed, whenever you are trying to use the two things, then automatically it will try to convert in the format of a string. So can I write like this, number of a plus number of b, or else I can put for the prompt also. Instead of making it separate, you can also put number here itself, because whenever you are trying to put input here, it will consider it as a string. So it is trying to give me this. See here, fi 20. I am trying to enter the same values again so that we can understand why it is happening. See here. So this is the basic example where we can use this prompt. We can use this prompt where if you want the user to accept some values, if you want to give some input to this, we can use this prompt. In pop-up boxes we have three things. First one alert, next one confirm, and next one is prompt. These are the pop-up boxes which are used to give some notification or a message to the user. In the next so this is how we are done with the first part, that is pop-up boxes. Now let us look into the examples of operators and expressions. Generally you might have heard about all the operators and operations like in all the programming languages like unary, arithmetic, logical, and or all these things. But in this JavaScript, in this session, it will be not like this. We will try to make sure that it would be more interactive, so that you can understand it what we have written. So let me save this. So it is echoing in this way. Now it is empty. Now let me write the operators what we will try to discuss it here. Let me put this thing. You can also use Ctrl Shift Tab, or you can type it manually. If you are using code editor, it will try to get automatically. In this first operator we are trying to discuss about is urinary operator, next one assignment operator, next one logical operator, next one conditional operator, next one relational operator, next one bitwise. We generally don't use in this JavaScript, and we will not discuss it here. Like it will be least used. Like these are not based upon the JavaScript specified. Like we can implement in some small piece of codes. Next one is string, next one is comma, and the next one is nullish coalescing operator. Let me write at the end. So these are the different types of operators, and we will write everything, a simple example based on it. First one, unary operator. What is the use of unary operator? Unary operator is simply a plus symbol or a minus symbol. You can place unary plus or minus in front of any variable. Let me write an example so that you can understand. I am trying to write variable a equals to 20, a equals to plus of a. I am trying to write a equal to, see here, a equal to, so that I am just giving the space to understand like what we have written, plus of a. It means we can call this plus as unary plus operator. For example, I have written something like this, minus a. What does it mean? We are trying to take minus, so we call this minus symbol as unary minus operator. Let me echo this so that you see. If I write a capital A, will we get output? No, because JavaScript is case sensitive. Capital A and small a are not equal. A and A are not equal. These are not equal. We should always write what we have written here. So I am trying to write a here. Now console.log of a. See, again I am trying to type caps. So what would be the output of this snippet here? If you can see, variable a equal to 20 and this one. Let us see. So we call this as unary operator or unary plus or minus operator. We can find this one for plus and minus symbol. Now let me write the example for assignment operator. Now this is for unary operator. Next one, let us discuss for assignment operator. Now assignment operator, you just generally know plus, minus, into, division. So the operators which we usually get confused is like sorry for this, I thought it is arithmetic operator. It is assignment operator. So assignment operator indicates only equal to symbol. Assignment operator is generally only for assigning the values. For example, variable z is equals to 5. So we call this equal to symbol as assignment operator. I am trying to write console.log z. Again, so we call this variable declaration. The variable name is z, equals to is an assignment operator, and 5 is the value for this z. So the output of this symbol will be 5. So we got to know about unary operator, and next one is assignment operator. Now we can say this 5 value has been assigned to z. Simply this 5 value has been assigned to z. Next one we will learn about arithmetic operator. Now it is all the symbols like plus, minus, into, division, all the symbols, plus, minus, into, division, modulus, and exponentiation operator. We have new operator called exponentiation. I will write the spell of it. Exponentiation. So this is the new operator which we will see. So you know about generally a plus symbol, minus symbol, into, and division. We will discuss about modulus and exponentiation operator here. So remember, whenever I am trying to write console.log 8 modulus 3, So modulus will always try to give us the remainder value. So what is this value we will get here? See, 2. Let me put this in comments. Yes, first one we are trying to discuss about here is the modulus operator. I'm trying to discuss about is modulus operator. The answer is 2 here. Next one, let us discuss about exponentiation operator. Exponentiation operator is denoted using 2 stars or double stars. Let me write an example. Console.log, whenever I am trying to write 3 star star 3, we call this 2 stars as exponentiation operator. It means it will try to multiply 3 with 3 times. For example, let me write first with 2. 3, it will multiply 3 with 2 times. In the sense, see here, you will understand now. So answer is 9 here. For example, if I have written the same thing, let me copy. You can just use Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Next one, I'm trying to write 3 star 3 here. So what will be the output of the snippet now? 27. This statement would return 27 now. So we call this as an exponentiation operator. See, generally you know plus minus into division, so we are not writing for it, and now we have written for modulus and exponentiation operator. Now let me write some example for plus symbol for strings. Generally if I write 2 plus 2, it is 4, but what happens if I write 2 plus 1 string? So let me write an example so that we can understand. I have written, see here, I have written like this. For example, as we have discussed in the data types in the yesterday's session, data types can have a string as a data type, which can be enclosed in double quotes, single quotes, or backtick symbols. Here I am trying to write 1. Here I am trying to write, let me write 4 then. 4 plus 4. Can you see here, when I am trying to add a string with a number, what will be the output in the assignment using the plus symbols here? It is 44. So whenever I write, let me write 4 plus again 4 here, so that we will understand like what we are trying to do. It will also return the same value. See here, 44. It means it is trying to concatenate. Let me write the same example for this. 4 plus 4 plus 4. What would be the output of the snippet? It means whenever you find something before a string, it will try to add. So let us see whether it is adding. Yes. So the answer is 84. When I am trying to write the same statement, see here, 4, again 4, again 4. So here it will be, can you guess, like the output would be 444. See here. Always remember, whenever you are trying to perform an operation before a string, it will try to add, but after a string it will try to concatenate. Whenever you are trying to do something, it will try to concatenate. It is a basic simple operation, but here if you can see, it is a little bit complex, like we can't guess. Now we understood that whatever which is written before a string, it will try to add, and after a string it will try to concatenate in the sense it will try to join together. Now let me write an example for assignment operator, the same assignment and arithmetic. I am trying to use both the things together. I am trying to write like this: let x comma y comma z, and I am trying to write x equals to y equals to z equals to let me write again 4 plus 4, or else let me put this in comments. Now see, I am trying to write console.log of x, again console.log of y, again console.log of z. See, we can call this one as chaining assignment. In the sense we are trying to use the same values. It is an like we are trying to evaluate the value from the right hand side to the left hand side, and the value will be stored in Z, Y and X. So what will be the output of the snippet? See here, it will try to return as 888. So we call this one as chaining assignment. So this is about the assignment operator, unary operator and arithmetic operator. Now we will try to learn about the logical operator. Next one we will try to learn about logical. You know, the logical operator will have a symbol like greater than symbol. Oh, sorry. The logical operator will have symbols like logical and, logical nor, and not. So these are the basic symbols of logical operator. Now in this AND will try to perform the operation if both the values are true, then only it returns true, or else it will return false. For example, in the OR operator, if at least one of the part of the syntax is true, then it will try to return as true, or else it will try to return as false. And the not, in the sense, simply we can call it as a negation, in the sense vice versa. If it is true, it will return as false. If it is false, it will return as true. Let me write some example. For example, see here, I am trying to write where a equal to 5 and b equal to 3, and I am trying to write console.log console.log. I am trying to write a less than 6. Yes, we have taken a here, and I am trying to write now b less than 5. So based upon this condition, it will try to check. Where did we write line number? What is this? Line number 60. Sorry, we should always use comma operator. Now you can see we are trying to make sure. Let me write the symbol. So we got the output like this, true. It means it will try to check this one and this condition. If both are true, it will try to return as true. For example, if at least one is false, then what happens? It returns as false. In the logical OR operator, if it is true and it is false, it will try to return as true. For example, if I trying to take, or else you can use Control C, and I'm trying to write like this. Let us see now. You got true, in the sense a is less than and b is. For example, I'm trying to write now you can see. So this is how we have done with logical and or not. Always remember, the logical not will have highest priority, next one and, next one is or. So this is the order of the operators. For example, see, let me write some small example, like complicated, if you can understand this. I'm trying to write 0 or 10 or 30. What does this mean? See, I have taken the same thing, the same values. I have taken console.log 0, 10 and 30. What it will try to return? Always remember, whenever it is trying to check, the OR operator will try to evaluate from the left hand side to right hand side, left hand side to right hand side, and it will try to check the boolean value. If the result is true, it stops and it runs that value. For example, see, 0 indicates, you know, it is a false. So 10 indicates 0. For example, let me put 0 here. Then you can guess the output, that is 30. For example, all the values are 0. All the values are 0 here. Then it will automatically return as true. If I have written 10 here. So until or unless if it occurs, it has a true value, it will try to return it, or else it will try to return as false, and it will try to return as the last value. For example, I have written 0 here, then we have written 30 here. So it will try to return as 30. It will check from the left to right hand side, and it will try to return as the last value. This is about the next example of logical. Now let us learn about ternary operator or conditional operator. Ternary or conditional operator. Ternary or conditional operator will have the two parts, like for example first part and second part. The first part will try to execute based upon the first condition is true, or else it will try to execute the next part. Let me write the syntax for it. The syntax would be, let me write the syntax, like for example it will try to have like this. If the condition is true, first condition is true. If it is true, these statements will be executed. If it is false, the next part, this part will be executed based upon this condition. It is similar like the condition statements. Like if the condition is true, it will try to execute this, or else this one. Let me write an example. For example, if I want to check whether the user is eligible for voting or not, I am trying to write variable a equal to 10, and in this I am trying to write variable voting equals to 18 equals to let me write a greater than or equals to 18. Sorry, 18. If it is okay, fine, then we will get a message as eligible. Next one, if he is not greater than 18, we should get not eligible. If I want to display this thing, we will write console.log voting. Now we can see here not eligible. Why? Because the value is not greater than 18. So conditional or a ternary operator will have the two parts. First part, if it is true, then it will try to execute the true the condition, or else the second condition statements. Based upon this condition, it will try to execute this first part statements or the second part of the statements. Can we use prompt here, as we have discussed in the session? Enter a value. For example, I want to enter a dynamic value here. Enter a value. Now we can see fi. Now I have taken 50 eligible. So it is trying to store in a, and this a will be compared here, and it will be compared, and it will try to check with the first condition or second condition. If as it is greater than 18, we will get eligible. This is how the ternary operator will work. It will have two parts. If it is true, first part, or else the second part. But remember the syntax. Now next one. Next operator we will try to discuss is comparison operator. As you know, as in arithmetic operators, plus, minus, into, division, these are the common operators. In the similar way, comparison or relational operators will have the same values. Less than symbol, greater than symbol. Comparison or relational operators will have the same values. Or relational. See, today I am writing right, see here. Comparison or relational operators. In this comparison or relational operators, we will have a less than symbol, greater than symbol, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, not equals to, all these things. Let me write a basic example, like variable a equal to 200 greater than 100. So what it will try to return, you generally know, like true or false. See here, true or false. So this is the basic examples, like greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, not equals to, equals to. These are the symbols of this comparison or relational operators. But this is a general notation what we have seen. Let me take a little bit one more example. See, I have variable name equals to Alice. I have an example like variable name equal to Alice. Again I have variable name a equal to, for example, let me take Johnny. Okay, I have taken two variables with two names. We can call this one as a string. Yes, we have assigned the values. Now I want to write variable result equals to, I am trying to compare name less than name a anta. So name is less than name a, and console.log result. See here, we got false. See here, whenever you are trying to use this comparison operators, or relational operators with the strings, it will try to compare with the characters, each and every character. A with a J, A is with G, so A is with a J, all these letters. So it will try to compare and it will try to check whether it is equal or not, and it will try to return. For example, name 1 is less than name 2. In the sense, what we have written, let me put this in comments. Control Shift Tab. Yes. Yes. Now we will get name is less than name 2. Yes, because A and J will have the operator character precedence will be more the A. So let me write one more example here itself. I am trying to write console.log. In this I am trying to write name A equals to Johnny. What will be the output now? If you can see here, it is true. It means it is comparing with all the characters line by line. For example, I am trying to write John here. Now can you guess? It is false, because Johnny has more number of characters when compared to, it will compare with J, O with O, H with H, N with N, but at the end it doesn't have NY, so it will try to return as false. We can use this relational operators or comparison operators for the strings also. Next operator we will try to discuss is string operator. What is the use of this string operator? String operators is generally denoted using plus symbol. String operator is generally denoted using a plus symbol. In this plus symbol, for example, I want to concatenate two strings, then we can use this. For example, as we have discussed, if I am trying to use the same thing, that is same thing in the sense two numbers are there, I am trying to use a plus symbol. What happens? It will try to add. If I have taken two strings plus symbol, it will try to concatenate. So here will try to use this plus symbol. So in this plus symbol we can also use shorthand notation. For example, I have let A equals to 2, and I am trying to write A equal to A plus 5. See here, I am trying to use the value of A 2. Again I am trying to repeat it. Instead of writing the C in this way, we can also write the same thing. We can also put the same thing in the shorthand notations. Plus equals to 5. It means which is indirectly equals to this value. See here, it is trying to return as line number 94.7. We can also write the same statement in this way. So we can call this plus equals to as a shorthand operator. We can call this one as a shorthand operator. So let me put an example for a plus symbol for variable n equals to Johnny, variable t equals to tutorials, console.log n plus t. What does it means? Let's see. We will get Johnny tutorials. For example, can I put some empty space here? Yes, see here, I am trying to put in this way. We got this. So we are trying to concatenate. When you are trying to use for the strings, it will try to concatenate. This is for the string operator. Now let us see an example for increment or decrement. Let us see an example for increment or decrement. Operators. Increment or decrement operators are denoted generally using plus or minus. Minus means decrement, plus means increment. Whenever you are trying to use plus of x, I'm just trying to write the syntax so that you will understand. Whenever you are trying to use plus of means it will try to increment and return x. It will try to return as x. Whenever I am trying to write plus of x, it means it will try to return first x and increment. For example, I am trying to write the same for minus of x. What does it means? It will decrement and return x. Now x minus minus. I'm just trying to put in the comments so that you can understand. It means it will return x and decrement. So what do you mean by plus plus and minus minus? Means it will try to increment the value by 1. It will try to decrement the value by, it will try to increment the value by, in the sense, okay, it will try to increment the value by 1 and decrement the value by 1. Let me put on some examples so that you will understand. See here, variable x is there. Let me take x so that you can correlate with the syntax, and I'm trying to write x equals to 10. So we can say the variable x has been defined and the variable x has been assigned with an assignment operator, and the value is 10 here. Now in this I'm trying to write console.log. Let me write plus of x, and again I'm trying to write, so let me check the output of this so that you will understand. Yes, it is 11. So you got it. It will try to increment and returns x. So the answer is 11. For example, what will be the output of this? Now if I have written x here, what does it means? It is 11. Now see, I'm trying to write again the x value, in the sense I'm trying to redefine it. Now console.log minus minus x. Let me write minus minus x. So let me write the increment for it, then we can go for decrement. So what does it mean? So let us see now. It returns first x value and it will not increment. See here, it will not increment. Next time whenever we are trying to use, then it will try to display the value of it. So answer is 11. So it will try to return the value of x, then it will try to increment. Whenever you are trying to use for the next statements below to it, then it will try to add that value. For example, I'm trying to write the same values. Let me put the same syntax. I'm trying to use minus minus of x now. Now x value again it is defined to 10. Minus minus of x means it will try to decrement and display, return the x value. See here, minus 9 9. Now if I write the same value, again I'm trying to define the same value here, and I'm trying to write like this. It means first it will try to return the value of x and it will try to decrement it. See here, we will get 10 and 9 as we have discussed. Plus plus means it will try to increment the value by 1. Minus minus means it will try to decrement the value by minus 1. In the sense, one digit will be decreased. So this is how we have done with increment or decrement operator. Increment or decrement operator. So if you are still unable to understand this, let me write one more example. Shift tab. A small example so that you can correlate to it. Let d equals to 10, d equal to d plus 1. Console.log of d. It is the, what will be the value here? It is 11. See, it is same as what we have done just now. I'm trying to write here, instead of this, plus plus of d. What is this? Pre-increment. What is this? Pre-increment. What is this? Post-increment. What is this? Pre-decrement. What is this? Post-decrement. In the same way, we are trying to use this. So d equal to d plus 1 and plus plus of d are same. Control Shift Tab. So this is how we have done with the increment and decrement operator. Next one we will try to discuss about comma operator. Comma operator. Where do we use this comma operator? For example, whenever we have the values which we want to shorten the form. Let me write an example so that you will understand. For example, I have written like this: variable a equal to 2 plus 2 comma 2 plus 2 comma 4 plus 4. What will be the output of the snippet? See, we have seen a different syntax here. Oh sorry. Now see, first 2 plus 2 is 4 and 4 plus 4 is 8. So what will be the value for this? Is it 2 comma 8, sorry 4 comma 8, or 4 and 8? Let us see. The answer is 8. Whenever you are trying to use this comma operator, it will try to add and it will try to put the values which has been last assigned. In the sense, it will try to throw away the value of this 2 plus 2 and it will try to give the last value here. So the answer would be 8 here. Where do we use this syntax? In the sense, generally in the for loop, in our next upcoming sessions, if I have two initializations like I equal to 0 comma j equal to 0, some two initializations are we are trying to use in a single for loop, single initialization part, then we can use this comma operator. We will use this comma operator when we have in a for loop is the best example, where we will try to put two or more initialization beside to it. Now the last one is nullish coalescing operator, null coalescing operator. So what does this operator does? The spell is right. Yes, it is denoted using question mark, two question marks. So this is a new operator which is been added. What is the main agenda of this operator is that whenever it finds the values like null or undefined, for example, whenever it finds the value of null or undefined, it will try to return the right hand side operand. For example, see here, constant f equals to I have written null is the data type, as you know. I have written Johnny here, and console.log of f. So what does it do? Where you have written some mistake. Yes, sorry for this. Yes. Now you can see Johnny. Whenever it finds a null or undefined here, it will try to return the right hand side value. Let me write the same syntax again. For example, if I put some value here like null, and I'm trying to write 42. Sorry, variable f. See, constant we cannot use, right? Now we can see 42. So null coalescing operator can be used like whenever it finds null or undefined to the left hand side operand, automatically it will try to return the right hand side value. Or else, for example, if you have some same value, I won't use the j now, I'm trying to use k here. I can say this as a k here. Now I have written 44. So what will be the output here? 44. So you got it right. Whenever it finds a null or undefined to the left hand side, it will try to return the right hand side value, or else it will try to return the left hand side value itself. So this is how we have done with the basic examples of operators. First we have discussed with pop-up boxes, alert, confirm and prompt. Next one we have discussed about the operators, unary, assignment in the sense equals to operator, arithmetic operator, logical, conditional, relational, and bitwise, string, comma, and nullish coalescing operator. And if you can see this, so this is how we have done with this session. And now we shall discuss the basic snippets based upon this concepts what we have discussed, so that you will come to know like what is the main agenda of this session also. So this is the next part of the series where we are trying to learn about pop-up boxes and operators. Like if you have any queries in this also, you can just comment it below. And now let us see the question part, and it is of day 3. Yes. Now let's see. Now can you let me know the output of this first statement, statement and second statement? The answer would be first option, 1 2 3 4 5 and 10 and 5, because whenever it has a string, the other values will be concatenated. When it has before the string, it will try to add and it will try to return the string. The answer is for heart. What will be the output of this snippet? Console.log 1 plus 2 plus 3 4 5. 1 plus 2 would be a 3 3 4 5 3 4 5. 100 minus 5. In the sense, it will try to perform the type correction, whereas it will try to convert the string into number. So answer would be a 95. Next question. Here we have variable num equal to 20, value equal to type of num, and we are trying to use console.log type of value. Type of num is number here, type of number is a string. The answer would be a heart symbol. Next one, console.log type of 47. See, whenever you are trying to use 4 plus 7, you will get 47. You will get 47? No, you will get 7, 8 and 10, 11 you will get. So, but when I'm trying to use type of 4 plus 7, in the sense at the end it will try to concatenate together and it will try to perform as a number. So type of 47 would be a number. The answer is number here. Let answer equal to 4 divided by string of 2. The answer would be 2 here. A answer would be 2, and the type of 2 is a number. Let a equal to b equal to 1, a equal to b equal to type of a. The value of a is defined here? No. So by default data type is undefined. Undefined will be stored in b. B will have undefined now, and a will also have undefined. So answer would be undefined. Now let x equals to y equal to z. We can call this as a chaining assignment, where it will try to return as 12, 12 and 12. We call this as exponentiation operator. It means it will try to raise 2 times, it will try to raise 3 times. 3 power 2 in the sense 3 star 3, 3 power 3 in the sense 3 star 3 star 3. Sorry for this. So it will try to return as 9 and 27. Next, we call this one as pre-increment. Let number 1 equal to 1, a equal to plus plus of num. The answer would be 2 here. Let nu equal to 1, b equal to nu plus plus. Console.log of b. The answer for this statement would be, what would be the output of the statement? It would be a 1. So you can check the output of the snippet. You can just execute it. We will, if you are unable to do it also, you can just comment it down. We will done it. Sorry. Now, what would be the output of the snippet? Let num equal to 0, num plus plus. In the sense, it would be a 1 here. Again, plus plus of num. As it has 1 now, it will try to increment again. So answer would be a 2, the heart symbol. Z greater than a greater than a. First answer would be a true, and next answer would be a false, because in alphabetical order, if you see, Z is greater than a, and here it will try to check the ASCII value, in the sense 97 and 65. So the answer for this first statement would be a true, and next statement would be a false. First statement would be try to return as false, and next statement it will try to return as false. 12th question. What would be the answer of this snippet? Let num3 equal to minus minus of num and num2, num1 plus num2. In the sense, first it will try to have these values. Can you guess this output? Just comment it below. 12th one A. What would be the output of the snippet? The same snippet, we have the post increment. Just comment it below. Let's see. Next one, 5 minus true. What is the value of true here? Or you know the true value of the true would be a 1, a false would be a 0. 5 minus 1, the answer would be 4. 5 minus empty, the answer would be a 5. The answer is 4 and 5. Next one, 5 minus 2 and 5 minus null. Here it will try to perform the type correction 5 minus 2. You can just see the previous session of this video, so that you will understand why we are getting this output. 5 minus 2 would be a 3, 5 minus null would be a 5. The answer is heart symbol. 20th question. So we have a number of questions to discuss. The first one, not of null. In the sense, not of null in the sense, it is the value of, it would be a, what would be the value of this? It will be a true. Again, the not of true would be a false. Empty space would be a false. Again, not of false would be a true. Again, it will try to return as false. Next one, what is the value of 1? It is a true. Not of true would be a false. Not of false would be a true here. So answer is third bit. You can just check what is the value of null, empty space and 1. 1 means true, empty space is false, null is also a false value. So it will try to return as this the third option, x equal to x plus y. It will be equivalent to this part or this part. It will be equivalent to this heart symbol. Next one, what would be the output of the snippet? As we have discussed, this will and this will try to return the same values. The answer would be a 9 and 9. It is pre-increment and it is the longhand notation which we are trying to do. It is also equals to 9. 8 plus 1 equal to 9 and 8 will be incremented to a value 1. So answer is 9 here. Next one, let eligible equal to false and not eligible. What is this? Logical not. Not of false would be a true value. Now what is this operator? Yes, it is ternary operator or conditional operator. So here sum greater than or equals to 120. Is it greater than or equals to 120? No, false. So false means which statement will be executed? This is the first block or the second block? Second block. So again it is having nested conditional. So again 40 is greater than or equals to 80? No, it is false. So true indicates the first value, false indicates the second value. The answer is okay. Here we are trying to use a backtick symbol, forward in the sense a forward slash. So the answer would be a I am Johnny. Next one, what is this operator? We call it as null coalescing operator, where if it finds null or undefined, it will try to return the next value. The answer is Johnny here. Next one, variable num equal to 5, variable num2 equal to 10, variable message equal to sum num1 plus num2. Always remember, we will understand this, the output would be a 15, but no, the output of this snippet would be a after a string whatever we write the numbers, it will be in the format of this. So the answer is the sum 5 and 10. Next one, 0 by 0, it is generally equals to infinity. Num equal to 20, 20 triple equals 20. In the sense, what do you call this triple equals to? We called it as strict equality operator. So the answer for this would be a false, because it is a 20 and it is a string of 20. Here the type correction will not occur. So the answer is false here. Now you can see I have written something like this in the bracket parenthesis. So it will have a higher priority where it will try to concatenate it, in the sense it will try to add it. 5 plus 10 would be a 15. The answer is the sum 15. In the previous example also you can see it is the sum 510, but here it would be a 15. Here not equals to, see here it will compare each and every character, J with J, O with O. First letter caps J, here it is small j. So is it not equals to? Yes, it is not equal to, right? So the answer would be a true, as it is not equal. Next question. See here, we are trying to create a number using a new operator, where first value is 20, next value is 20 and next value is 20. A, B, C has 20. A double equals to B means it will try to check the values and the type conversion will be done. Where A equals to B, yes, the answer would be a true. A triple equals to B, in the sense strict equality operator. A equals to B, no, because it is trying to point to different reference. It is not equal, so answer would be a false. Next one, B triple equals to C. So what would be the answer for this? B triple equals to 20 equals to 20? No, the answer would be a false. So answer is second option. 2113. Yes, 2113 we will go. We have very good questions in this. Next one, see, console.log 4 double equals to 4. In the sense, the answer for this snippet would be a true. True. Next one, number of 0. In the sense, it is 0. Number of 0 would be a, what would be the value of this? It will try to convert it. So the answer is 0 here. Null greater than or equals to 0. Yes, the answer would be a true. If you have any doubts in this, you just comment it down. I will try to describe it. Next one, console.log a divided by 2. Can we see some value here? Can we divide it? No. The answer is nan. Nan indicates not a number. Can we divide a string with a number? No. So nan. 2118. 18. We have few more questions left. sorry, this is related to the next part. See, let us write, we will discuss this soon. Next one, what is this plus or minus? We call this as a unary plus and unary minus. The answer would be 10 and minus 10. Let f equal to false, t equals to true. Plus or false indicates it will try to convert in the format of number. So the answer for this would be a 0. Plus of t would be a 1. The answer is first option. Now, what is this null coalescing operator? If it is null, it will try to execute this statement. So the answer is Johnny here. See here, whenever you are trying to find out 0 here, it means it is not a null. So the answer would be for this would be a 42. You might get it out, like in null coalescing operator, if the first operand is null or undefined, then it will try to return this. But 0 is not a null, not a constant, so it will try to return as 42 here. It will understand it as a null in this null coalescing operator. Null or undefined of Johnny, the answer is Johnny here. We have discussed this one. 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is 0. 1 or 0 is 1. 0 or 1 is OR operator. The answer would be a 1. AND operator will have, if the both are true, it will try to return true. If it at least one is true, it will try to return as true. So it is 0 here, it is 1 here. 0 or 1, it is 1. So this is how we have done with the session. Now let us look into the same thing in the form of a slides, so that you can correlate to it. You can check each and every question. It will try to have a slide for 2 minutes. And this is how we have done with the session. In this session we have discussed about the operators, operands, the values for this, like unary, assignment, arithmetic, all the things. We started with pop-up boxes, alert, confirm and prompt, unary operator, assignment operator, arithmetic operator, logical, conditional, comparison, relational, string operator, comma operator, null coalescing operator. So this is what we have done with the next series, and we will try to have every day the series of this JavaScript for 1 hour, so where we can discuss all the snippets. For this session will be for completely beginners who are into non-technical background, who just want to start into IT, into programming, coding, so that it will be very easier to understand. And if you have any queries anytime, you can just drop us a mail or comment below this video, and we will try to make, if the concept is very long to explain in the comment, we will try to make a new video on it, and we will upload in the next day session. And most probably you can just comment us anytime, and you can just drop us a mail to the mail ID which we have given, and you can just check the complete description part of the video, like what we have discussed, and we will write each and every topic concept in it. See, if you find anything complex or some doubts in it also, you can just take the screenshot and you can discuss with your friends, colleagues, the same example who are beginner to it, who just wants to learn. And this is how we are done with this session, and we are trying to have a slide for this questions what we have discussed so far, the topics. And that in tomorrow's session we will try to discuss about operators, sorry, not operators, we will try to discuss about the control statements. It is totally confused, like what we are trying to do now. See, this is the end of the session, where we are trying to conclude by the questionnaire. You can just comment below this video, or you can just drop your queries to the email ID what we have mentioned in the description part. And these are the questions which we have discussed in the previous sessions also, like day 1 and day 2, and this is the day 3 part, where we are trying to learn about the operators, and tomorrow we will learn about the control flow statements with an examples. These sessions would be of few days, like where we will discuss the basic snippets for the beginners, and we will try to do projects on it, like small applications. you can check our channel. You will have a number of projects to implement. Mostly we have started with React, like based on the request we have started with JavaScript also. You can just check all these questions. And these are the questions which we have discussed, topics during the session. You can just discuss with your friends, you can just share these screenshots. And here we end up with the session.